idea for this tile is, extend the usage of tiles to various footpaths, railway stations, and very heavy traffic areas where, you can run forklifts, etc. With the infrastructure coming of age in India, I think this would be a huge, massive requirement for this kind of tile going forward for all infrastructure projects.
Right, so you are expecting more institutional and government-based orders for these kind of tiles to come through?
Yes, and also in the commercial and residential spaces, you have multi-storied buildings and multi-level parkings, and this is a perfect tile for all of those areas. Very easy to use, easy to apply, and extremely tough because it's 16 millimeters thick. The USP with Somany is, I think it's for the first time in India, we've launched such a large range of this particular series where we have extended it from a rustic finish to a matte finish and also full-bodied vitrified tiles. These are all vitrified tiles any which ways. And most importantly, we've also applied our patent VC Shield technology on these tiles.
Right, Mr. Somany, so what kind of revenues are you really looking forward to from this particular launch?
So it's an extension of the existing product portfolio. So we haven't really done the numbers as to what the particular revenues from this particular tile would be, but going forward it has a large potential, and like I said, it's an extension of the normal 60 by 60 12 mm and 10 mm which we already produce. It's an extension of that.
And what's the capacity utilization at this point in time, and tell us more about the demand scenario. Have you seen a significant pickup as compared to the second quarter?
So first come first, this particular tile is made from our existing plant, so where we already make 60 by 60 10 mm and 12 mm tiles. So it's a part of that plant. We would be producing initially about 50 to 60,000 square meters per month of this particular 16 mm tile from that plant. On the other question of the demand scenario, I think after Diwali there is some kind of revival, but then in the south, if you heard, whole of Tamil Nadu, coastal Andhra Pradesh, and also part of Bangalore is pretty much a washout for the last 15 days. But that's a short term. But yes, generally in H2, demand picks up typically for tile. H2 is always better than H1.
No, I've also asked you about the capacity utilization across the plants at this point in time.
Across the plant, our capacity utilization is in excess of 85%.
Right. You were adding capacity, 4.5 million square meters of vitrified tiles in October 2015. Has this come through? Is it already on board?
Yes, that commercial production started nearer to Diwali, and that currently the production is absolutely stable, and the plant is slated to produce about 15,000 square meters per day, and we've already gotten up to about 10,000 square meters per day in the last 20 days.
Right. I wanted to understand then where is now your total capacity of the various type of tiles that you have after this capacity expansion?
Our total capacity, we have access to about 55 million or 56 million square meters per annum annualized.
Right. And can you also give us an outlook as far as your margins are concerned with this new launch and outlook for margin for the full year? We did see some expansion in the second quarter coming through though.
That's right. So we are looking at revenue growth of about 15 to 16%, maybe a little more. Let's see how the anti-dumping which we've asked the government to levy, how that pans out and how quickly they impose that. The initiation has already started. So we're looking at about a 15-16% growth annualized, and margins, we've been maintaining a 0.5% PBT increase year on year, and we should be able to be on that target.
Okay, and a quick word on your capex. How much of it has already been done till now? What's left for the second half of the year? We believe you are on an asset-light strategy model.
Right. I think for the year, I think all the capex which had to be done has been done. The next expansion, which is the brownfield expansion in our Haryana plant, would start first quarter next year. Most of the capex for that also has been done already.
All right, Mr. Somany, thank you so much for speaking with us at NDTV Profit, giving us more details of the new line of vitrified tiles for outdoor use that Somany has launched, and they're expecting good response from the institutional side as well as the commercial side. Let's move on to a few brokerage calls and pull up the cement pack for you. We have a report coming in from Bank of America Merrill Lynch on the cement space, and they have downgraded ACC